Hi friends, hi YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun, very colorful makeup. I love indie makeup and I love color stories that don't necessarily go together, and I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. But if you do, if you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I enjoyed whatever time we end up spending together. If you do not subscribe, I'll make sure that you, at least like me, are a colorful makeup lover and have to do a neutral look and test yourself and just absolutely feel like you're being tortured the whole time. Because that's what today was. Yeah, so please subscribe because I put myself through doing neutral makeup for y'all. But today we're going to be playing with the Neutrals palette from Cosmic Beauty, Cosmic Brushes. This is really out of my comfort zone. I love just bright, colorful makeup. And there's a lot of shades that I do really like in this palette, but I tested myself to stay neutral and I ended up creating this look right here. So if you want to see the absolute torture that this was for me to do and not use all the other shades and just, yeah, have some little makeup time, and then let's get into it. Hello. I'm very much giving Steve Jobs today. If I really pull my hair back, it's really gonna give it. So we're just gonna keep it forward for a little bit. Not to give those vibes, but we are really testing myself today. You think Mish Mush Mondays are a test? This is the real test. We're doing a full-on neutral look. I'm grabbing the neutrals from Cosmic Beauty Cosmic Brushes. So we're really testing it. Also, it's gloomy out, so it's the best vibes ever. Maybe not the best lighting, best vibes. So I have to stay away from all that. Just stay with the browns, and I think we'll probably go with that because that's the test for today. But it's very hard to not like play with, like, you know, because like those are kind of colorful. But yeah, and I have to stay away from that. That's the goal. We'll see if I can accomplish that today. If Nikki can actually do neutral makeup. But you know, maybe we can even out by plopping big ass lashes on. You know, we'll see what ends up happening. I have some lemon bubby water here. I'm going to prime my eyes with some Arian Beauty Sweetener Concealer and then setting it with some Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Translucent Powder. Let me squish it in. Also, I have some friends here. We're really just living it up today. I think I'm going to start with that Bare shade right there. I think I'm going to go in with my Refer 16 today. Why not? And then taking that Bare shade into the crease area right here. And I'm really blending it out. Today is a big day. I have a lot to do today. I have this to film, edit, and get uploaded so then I can not worry about it next week because I have a bunch to film next week. All while, like, I also have my college appointment to see if I can still get in this semester or if I have to wait until spring because I applied really late and then my high school really screwed me over. Just getting my transcripts and everything. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's just, oh yeah. But then I'm going to have to like handle all that and whatnot. It's just gonna be a lot. I think I'm going to go in with some of that neutral shade right there. Taking that still on this Refer 16, just bringing it into here. There was a part in, like right after my dad died, or around the time that my dad died, where I was really doing, like neutral looks as my go-to, but then I wasn't filming, and then, because like I was really sensitive and everything, I'm just blending that into that Bare shade, and I was scared that, you know, like I wasn't at my like best mentally, and that if I played with the color and I screwed up, I would lose my mind. But then since then I have not really done a neutral look like at all, so there's that. But yeah, just taking that neutral shade, blending it into that bare shade. Bringing that down there. Can I cheat? I'm gonna go with a little bit of that classy there. Still same brush. And just kind of deepening right out here out a little bit. Oh, this is really, it's really hard to not go in with the darker brown in this palette. Like, I'm keeping myself away from that black. I'm doing a pretty good job at that. But there's like a darker brown that I'm like, what if? We're gonna put a little bit of that delicate. Still same brush because, yeah, we're tapping a lot of it off. Very light taps into here with it. See, it gives it that depth, you guys. You had to. See, just plopping a little bit of that in there. Yeah. I hope Shawnee's proud of me. I'm gonna send this to her because she's always gives me shit for like there was one time that I said that I was doing a neutral look and then it wasn't a neutral look and then she gave me shit for it. So I'm gonna send this to her. But it's like I feel like I need more. You know? I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that delicate because you know what? F it. I need a little bit more depth. So just adding a tad bit more of that in there. Just like that. This is a very beginner friendly look, let's be honest, because I'm using one freaking brush. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Because I'm really only using like one shimmer. We're gonna go in with my Unearthly Cosmetics Glimmer Grass. We're gonna be popping that into that space right there because this is gonna be neutral. But we all know that I'm a shimmer whore, so I have to at least make what shimmer I'm gonna pop in there pop. There's this, if you really, really do like neutral looks though, Jessica Dealey is so good at them. I'm gonna have her link down below along with Shawnee. But but Jessica just absolutely just kills the freaking neutrals game. I'm gonna go back in with whatever's left on that Refer 16 though and just kind of drag that shade a little bit forward here just because I do like the cut creasiness of this. And I am going to go in with just a tiny bit, I think, of, yeah, maybe a little bit more of that bare shade mixed with the chic shade next to it. And just kind of buff out the edges up here. I think I'm doing pretty goddamn good right now, neutral-wise, okay? I think this is pretty neutral. I think for my shim, it's not really a neutral shim. I don't give a shit. But we're gonna go in with that radiant shimmer right there. I'm gonna take it on my Refer 21 here. It is a duo crown, so I'm gonna be taking that and just plopping that into here really lightly, stamping it in. That's so pretty. I made the mistake of showing my husband Succession. I know that it was big a while back, and I've made the mistake because he really loves it. Now we stay up way too late watching it, and then I fall asleep during it. But yeah, just taking a bunch of that radiant shade and just popping it in here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a little bit of that satin shade right there. Not a lot, just a little. And just add it right out here. Actually, no, we're just going to plop that on top of all of that. It'll add some lighter sparkles to this. Like, that's not bad for a neutral-ish look. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. I held myself back long enough. But we're not going to go with the black because I'm really going to stay true to myself for that. We're going to go in with that Lust shade right there, actually. And back in with that Refer 16. Not a lot. And just adding that into here. See, I already failed. But I don't care. I really don't. We all knew that there was going to be some color added. We all knew that. But yeah, just taking that into here, blending it out and in. I don't know, I feel like I didn't add a lot, so it still is rather neutral. That's pretty freaking neutral for me. Okay, that's pretty neutral. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the rest of my face, and I'll come back for blush, highlight, lip details. We will do the inner corner and the under eye. Y'all know the drill. I'm hungry. I even went with my smaller lashes to even it out, but I had to put a fake nose ring in to kind of like grunge it up, you know? So there's that. Let's go over some details. I went in with like a very, very small, like just line of something in here, but I went in with the REM Beauty brow pencil because it was in brown. I don't have a brown liner. So just like right along the lash line there. I don't know. I felt like doing something. Then I went in with the Glaminatrix Cosmetics little muted mocha cream and blush powder here. I went in with the powder one right there. And then for highlight, I went in with this ColourPop Super Shock highlighter and Icicle Spree from their Frosty the Snowman collection. I haven't used that in a while, so I thought, you know, why not? I went pretty subtle with the face makeup today, like not putting as much contour or bronzer or blush or highlight. I don't know how I feel about it. So there's that. Also, I'm very Steve Jobs right now with my hair pulled back. Fucking eat it. Let's do some under eye. Sorry, I'm like out of it. Like it's throwing me off. But yeah, let's do some under eye-ness. I think we're gonna go in with that neutral shade right there and my Refer 23 here. And just taking some of that into right here. Is that my hair? Is that a cat hair? I can't tell. Yeah, just along the lower lash line here. This is, I texted Shawnee. I had to. I was like, I'm doing this for you. And I hate it. Because I do hate it. I mean, it's a pretty look, okay? Or that's not the point. The point is it's like, it's not me. You know? This isn't who I am. And to be fair, this is like the only neutral palette that I do have in my collection. Which says something about who I am. Okay, now that I have that down there, I think I'm going to go in with some of that touch shade right there. Still same brush, bringing that right here. And then switching over to my Refer 03. Oh my gosh, I'm getting blown up with emails right now. I'm going to go in with that Radiant shade right there and pop that into the inner corner just a little bit. I think I'm probably going to cover it up with some of that satin again, but just plopping that into just right there. I don't think the corner of this lash is glued down, so that's fun. Yeah, just popping that into right there. That is such a fun little, see, now it's me. Now it's me. Okay, I'm gonna fix this lash, put some some mascara down there, and then I'm gonna figure out a lip. I'm probably gonna go in with the Shark one right here because this has been my go-to neutral lip as of late. See, I'm not Steve Jobs anymore. I've turned into a hot bitch. I went, like I said, in with that Shrek Ultra Glossy Lip in Noble Steed. I did end up watching Shrek yesterday for anybody that wondered when I, did the Mishmash Monday. I actually watched it twice because I'd watch it with my daughter. But I think I killed this. I think I did it. I think this is as neutral as it's going to get for me. I do really like it though. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. It's just, it's not me, like this isn't me. It's not who I am. There's not a lot of color. But that little bright inner corner does make up for it. But here is a look at the look. It is pretty, okay? I have no hate towards it. It's just, it's not me. But I did put myself to the test and do this. And I think I did pretty goddamn good. Minus putting the purple shade in there. But we knew I was going to do something. I don't cheat at Mishmash Mondays, but I do cheat when it comes to neutral looks because this is just, yeah. But I do think it looks really good, okay? The makeup looks really good. Everything's sitting. Maybe I might not have to put as much, like the skin is like just everything right now. So maybe I might have to just start doing it that way. But I do like how this looks. I'm hoping that it can make its way to 10 p.m. tonight because I'm going to a theater show with my husband down in the city. So hopefully this is making its way to then. Who the hell knows? Yeah. I'm nervous. I put a little bit of this on there. Just, we gotta lock it in right now. I really like how this looks though. It's super, super pretty. I think I do have another neutral look coming up either this month. I think it's this month. So be ready for that. It's gonna be a neutral look with a twist though, so it's gonna be a Nikki look, so you'll see. But if you made it to this point of the video, thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. I do appreciate having you guys here. I love doing this. I love getting to play with makeup. I love getting to just do YouTube and just have such a fun time on this platform. So just thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for the support, for the love, the comments, the views. It means the world to me. A couple things before you go though. Remember to not be piece of shit. Don't be homophobic, to be transphobic, to be racist. It's 2025. Put your head in your ass and do freaking better. Remember, morals. Some of y'all are lacking those, but morals over makeup. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna go edit this. I'm gonna get ready for my college meeting. And I'm just gonna go have a fun day and weekend with my husband. I'm really excited. I'm glad that things are just really going well in my life. So, yippee. I hope things are going well for y'all too. So, remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.